Yo, so as you may have known, the forge just updated recently, and a lot of the recipes for early and mid game have shifted completely. So regardless if you're an early game player or mid game player or a late game player like myself, no flex, this video will go over the progression for early, mid, and late game players, so you don't have to worry. Just a quick mention, thank you all for 1,000 subs, it really means the world to me. So if you take the time out of your day to leave a like and sub, I appreciate that a lot. To also tell me in the comments what you'd like to see next. So with all that being said, let's hop straight into this video. As mentioned before, this video has recipes for each and every stage of progression, so it doesn't matter if you just got here 5 minutes ago or you've been grinding for, let's say, 100 hours, there's a recipe for you. Of course, this is discussing Island 3 to be clear, not Island 2 or Island 1, obviously since it is the most recently added island. But anyways, the first thing you want to do is actually decide which weapon you want to craft. And the first weapon type I'm going to recommend to you guys is the straight sword, as it is the second cheapest and has a very high DPS for how cheap it is. So if you want to craft a straight sword, you want to follow me here, go to Santa, as he has a very important recipe for us. Talk to him, and you should have done some quests by now, and you should be able to afford the Hellslayer, which is, it's only 200, that is like 1 or 2 Santa quests. Let's say you don't want to craft a straight sword though, don't worry about it, there's other options. Your second option is going to be the gauntlets, as they are very consistent high DPS weapons, but their only downside is that you have to craft them in World 2, and they take 3 more ores than a straight sword. Just a quick side note, if you do get Phalanx or Vampire, you should go the respective weapon type, as it will grant you a lot of value considering those two races are not rare whatsoever, if I have to say so myself. And the last 2 categories that I'll cover are Colossals and Spears. With Spears being amazing all-rounders, while Colossals are arguably the best weapon category in terms of raw performance. With that being said though, Colossals are really expensive. So for example, if I try to make myself a Colossal, it would require a bunch of ores, which is just not optimal. So let's say, how do I start getting the maximum chance for Colossals? As you can see, this is 40 ores and we only have a 66% chance for Colossals, so I would not recommend you go for Colossals as a beginner, really. Without wasting any more time though, let's get on to crafting with the first recipe, which will be a Snow White and Yeti Heart. And as you can see, this is going to be a 7.9 multiplier straight sword. Let's go and craft this bad boy. And unfortunately, I got a Falchion. Let's just hope your luck's better than mine. And now we're here at the peak with our upgraded Falchion, ready to showcase it. Its damage is 154, and keep in mind I'm going to be using my optimized damage armor and critical chance achievement, both of which you can find a guide for in my channel if you're lacking them still. So let's see what this bad boy can do. Wow, that is actually crazy. Wait, I'm just two-shotting these. Let's see the elite orc. He gets melted as well. Keep in mind this is a starter weapon, guys. Ow. Die. Here's a more enemy dense area with more hard enemies. Let's see what they can do.
Sing, 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 sing.
Wow, he's just dead. 2 at once, huh? Let's see.
Sing, sing, sing.
Nope, we got it. Yeah, this weapon is just crazy. And moving on to the mid-game recipe, which is going to be Eyesight, Golem Heart, and Void Star. I'd say those are pretty easy to get, considering by now you should be able to solo the golem. If you cannot, I have 2 videos on how to do it, so go check those out. As for Eyesight, you can get it from basically any rock in the map outside of, like, I think just the pebbles. And Void Star can be obtained from medium ice crystals or higher, so about the mid game you should be able to get it from these rocks over here. Right here. And as for the sword itself, as you can see, it is really good, it slaps. Let's see what this guy can do. 1.2k damage, that is just insane again. And consider that this sword is not even the recipe that I just gave you. It is made from Eyesight, Crimsonite, and Void Star, so I am lacking the crit that Golem provides, and obviously having a lower multiplier doesn't help either. I'm just showing you that even with this worst sword, you should be able to just completely destroy every single mob without any issue, as you can see. Nobody stands a chance. This crystal golem, he gets frozen and absolutely destroyed. No issues. And of course, last but not least, is the late game recipes. I actually have a few recipes for you guys. First of all, obviously, we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, Address Me. It's going to be, well, Gargantuan and Heavenite, no wonder. And as you can imagine, both of these have very good synergy with each other, considering Heavenite grants you that Angel Smite, which stacks with Angel's actual smite, so you can have two smites, and Gargantuan's Explosion plus Fire. As you can see here, burn damage, explosion, and smite, on top of the absolutely insane base damage that you'll get, which is actually kind of deceiving because even though you do have this high base damage, you are still not going to be dealing like more crit damage than a Colossal, which is really weird, but I'll show you in the next video why that is. As for now, just know that, well, this weapon is probably your best bet at a whole late game recipe. You can one-shot almost anything, and you have the most crazy DPS ever. But the thing is, those are really hard to get. Even 4 Gargantuan or 6 Gargantuan or 2 Heavenite, they're really hard to get. So the second recipe I have for you guys is similar to the mid-game one, except you're replacing Eyesight with either Fall or the new ore, which was Stolen Heart. The difference between them two is Fall is worse in every way, basically, no sugarcoating it, but it is easier to obtain. The difference in multiplier isn't actually that big, it's just that Stolen Heart provides you with lifesteal, which is useful. But if you don't need lifesteal, the difference is kind of negligible, to be honest. Enough yapping though, let me just show you what a mere cutlass can do. As you can see, these are 2 Yetis. Let me just fight them both at the same time. And boom, they're just both dead within like 10 seconds. It's like, it is that crazy. And that'll be all for today's video. Leave a like and sub if you enjoyed, and if you found the video helpful. It helps the channel out more than you can imagine, and also helps me stay motivated to upload. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.